Fighting EX Layer.
So normally I go, this is whatever I'm playing, but it did it for me. So, if I understand correctly, Fighting EX Layer here is a game made by people who used to work at Capcom on the Street Fighter series, I think, and kind of spun off to do their own thing. And there was like some direct connection where like the first game sort of in this series was like technically a Street Fighter thing and then spun out. But this is really ambitious. It's got this whole like power up system with cards, I believe. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but like it was described to me and it sounded interesting. That sounds fun. Okay. Oh yeah. So here's the actual descriptions of them. I think you can like make your own deck. So yeah, if you meet this condition, this thing happens. So sure. And then also, you know, we got an arcade mode. We got a training mode. I'm not gonna bother with it. I'm gonna play on normal. I'm a normal person. But like, as we all know, any fighting game lives or dies based on its rosters. Who do we have here? We have Rosso, who is just, you know, fancy. Naroon, who's, you know, Indian. Garuda, who is a skeleton. Carrie, who has scars. Random, who is random. Shirase, who is red-eyed. The Dark, who has a really funny name. So you're in the running, The Dark. Alan, who looks like he's from, like, Cobra. Or, like, an early Gundam. Poem, who's one of those... Every fighting game these days has one of these. Just this, like, weirdly young, skimpily dressed, like, vaguely Southeast Asian girl who's really hyper. We got, like, cool girl with gun. Shadowgeist, who is a robot, possibly, or a wrestler, possibly, or both. You never know. Jack is a cowboy. Sanane is generic ninja girl. I take it back. Hokuto is generic, like, ninja girl, it looks like. Hayate is generic ninja guy. Blair is like a goth knight. We'll get back to you in a second. And Area has a big robot arm. I do like me a big robot arm. And then finally, we have a guest character, good old Terry Bogard, who asks if you're okay. And Terry is here because at the time this came out, we were doing one of those like cultural exchange programs, and Terry came over to guest star in this game, and Skullomania came over to guest star in Terry's latest game. But the thing is, Terry's latest game was SNK Heroines, where these two get gender flipped to have shenanigans, and the ending for Skullomania is like being really, really devastated at no longer being a girl at the end of it. So I just love that an arrangement happened where this character kind of comes out as trans in somebody else's game. Like, who pitches that? But I'm gonna try Cool Girl with Gun. Sure. Sure. So the other thing about this game that I'm aware of, left. I have no idea what the controls are or anything. This is going to be a disaster, but we'll see how it goes. apparently there's a pending patch for this game, which is going to make it 3D, like Soul Calibur 3D, like run into the background, and like that's kind of a drastic thing to do in a patch. Okay, so like. I got a punch, I got a kick, I got another kick. Okay, 6-button fighter. Gotcha. Oh, totally meant that was on purpose. I'm bad at blocking. Have I mentioned that? Yeah. Street Fighter EX4. That was a connection. It was the developers of that who went on to do this, I believe. If only one of the fighting people I knew was in chat to like actually explain this sort of thing. But like, yeah, I am bad at fighting games, largely. Especially when I don't look at the move list and get halfway through the fight without even knowing if it's a 4-button or 6. Oh. I never really get hit by that mini sonic boom. So I also don't like this era of we got to make the fighting games 3D, even though our 3D looks really bad, and even though like every fighting game developer has like phenomenal 2D artists on board. But like, okay, well, also the roster is a little meh. I expect to have more jump distance. And yeah, okay. Let me try somebody else real quick. Someone perhaps I have some experience with. Wait, do I actually? So I have SNK Heroines, and it's a good game, believe it or not. And I know I wound up getting the DLC because I had like company coming over and wanted to get the full experience, but I don't know if I actually got around to trying the few DLC characters I had. But anyway, in addition to being a trans girl, Skullymini is a Kamen Rider, so like I'm here for this. This is all I need. That should be a finisher. Maybe I should look up moves before I embarrass myself like this. But I have like the Heart of Justice on my side and a little scarf.
Round 2, fight.
But yeah, in the hands of someone who knows what they're doing, I am told this is actually like a pretty underrated game. It's got like some good things going for it. The whole like deck of like special conditional stuff happening in fights is a really cool idea. It also doesn't help. This is like very Street Fighter derived, and like I have at this point in my life some experience with fighting games, but like
Round 3. Fight.
that's like I'm bad at Street Fighter specifically. I don't know why. It's like okay, that's how to move. Movement in this is weird though. It's like very slippery. Also, like, how do I grab? Do the other shoulder buttons do a thing? Okay. So, I'm terrible. I admit that I am terrible. I am going to go to the main menu. I am going to go into training. I will find a move or two. Sticking with you though.
Skull Mania.
Oh, is that my problem? Is this another one of those games that's going for the non-fighting game inputs, and we'll try to just like auto combo for you? Because like that consistently trips me up really bad. And yeah. Like, I'm good at Killer Instinct, and Killer Instinct is kind of its own beast. Okay, so let's see. Do I got a move list here? Do I have a move list here? Do I have it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I can do a backflip. Double medium's a thing. Very medium-y. Okay. These are good names. Let's see. Z back and two kicks. Just good old. Oh, okay. I was definitely playing with a weird modern control setup because, like, I was not doing fireball motions, and I was definitely doing that Skullo Crusher. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. These look a lot more like. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, like, a lot of modern, in air quotes, fighting games, although it's still a thing now, like, they default you to these control schemes that are like, we're gonna assume you're not a fighting game person, and, like, just doing that is too hard of an input for you to manage. This very difficult input that I'm having so much of a problem with. So we're gonna, instead of doing that, and instead of just having like really basic, just like forward and punch controls, what we're gonna do is just like do random auto combos based on the rough idea of what you're hitting. And that goes badly. So okay, let me try this again. Still on normal, but with actual controls.
Skull Mania.
Like none of this progressive. Let's put it on classic and see what happens. And yeah, like the worst was when I was trying out Tekken 7, which defaulted to an auto combo thing for new players. But like the auto combos were all designed for a particular character. still not actually throw. But I can do some stuff here.
KO.
But yeah, so like the auto combos were set up for like a very boring character, and I was trying Lucky Chloe, and Lucky Chloe is weird and like breakdance fights. So I'm trying to just like do moves, just like, you know, simple repeatable combo things, and I'm doing all these like massive flips and diving over people's heads when I'm just like trying to do a light punch. Okay, is it just punch and kick throw? Yeah, okay. Oh. I'm probably using too many specials. But yeah, like...
Round 3. Fight.
Like, I don't think fighting game designers understand the things we'll have problems with. Because it's not... It's not the standard fighting game inputs being hard to do. Like, I mean, I'm sure they are for some people. Like, I don't want to, like, invalidate anybody who actually does have an issue with it, but, like... Okay. I'm getting there. It has to be the lights for the grab. It might. Okay.
KO.
But yeah, so...
Round 4.
So yeah, none of the controls in that made any sense. It was just like actively hard to play, and like I hear the same thing with Street Fighter 6. Is like when you have it on the modern controls, it's like if you kind of suck and you're just kind of flailing, it's nice. And there's like a couple edge cases where it's handy, but for the most part, it's just like even if you're new, no, put it back to classic, because I think we all understand that like. Ryu throws a fireball, if you go like, why did I just walk into that? Ryu throws a fireball, if you just do this. Yeah, this is kind of fun now that I actually have the controls working. And again, this is a good character design. More tributes to the history of Kamen Rider's design, thank you. I will go until I lose. It probably won't take long. But yeah, Killer Instinct is like my favorite fighting game. The quote unquote new Killer Instinct anyway, which actually just like within the last month got a patch, and this was like a launch title for the like 360 Xbox Live Arcade. That's like. Still a thing that is free on your Xbox, like Uno. So you secretly have it hiding somewhere on your computer. If you just like search for Xbox and you have Windows, then like there's a little games thing, and you can just download Killer Instinct out of there, and it's like it's very, very 90s. I've showed it up before, but so it's very, very 90s. There we go. And it's got this whole thing where, like, once you connect with 2 hits, you go into this, like, combo mode, where it's just, like, super high-speed paper, rock, scissors. And there's some complicated rules to it, but, like, you can kind of just, like, feel it out and, like, learn to read your opponent, either the way their attacks look, or, barring that, just, like, buttons they tend to favor, and if you match what they're hitting, then you like reverse the combo and can just like start wailing on them by just matching your way through in your own unique pattern. And it's like, it feels really good, and it plays really fast, and you got like, you know, a dinosaur who's a cheerleader, and a little pirate skeleton, and a battle toad, and it's like, it's good times.
Round 3, fight!
And yeah, okay. It's amazing what having the controls be what you expect them to be does for my ability to play a game. I don't know if I can dribble them.
KO!
Hey, look at me doing okay suddenly. But anyway, yeah, what I was saying when I first started this too is like there's an upcoming patch that's going to add like a Z-axis to this, and like at that point, why are you not just making a new game? Because that's such a radical change, and I'm kind of curious about it. But also, yeah, Killer Instinct patched recently, and it was just kind of like something to hopefully fix the horrible lobby system it has, and like make it easier to, you know, play if you have like somebody playing with their weird hidden Xbox games menu on Windows 10 or 7, and somebody like just playing the Steam version like I tend to do, or somebody like on an actual console. But it also was a big balance patch, and one of the things that changed is the token Battletoad representation got like nerfed into the ground, which sucks for me because he's like kind of my secret main in that. Like the main thing is you got this ability where you like turn into a big wrecking ball and swing across the screen, and you have like armor during it, and like you no longer have armor during it, and like it's one of those things where his moves are really, really broken, but it's like a balance thing, because Killer Instinct whole thing is those like getting into those combo setups instantly, and then just playing paper, rock, scissors. And like Rash's moves are all like the easiest things in the world to read, so that's balanced out by him having like really good openers. Oh no. So yeah, not a fan of that change, but like I am glad that game is still getting support like 13 years after the fact or whatever. Skullymania was the original Sans Undertale, you're right.
Round 4, fight!
But yeah, once again, this character I'm playing is the crossover character for SNK Heroines and trans, but both in the sense of like everybody's all girl mode in that, and then also like the ending is like no, that's canon. Like very sad to no longer have boobs, while still being the good Kamen Rider type. Am I getting competent at this? This is amazing. I am still gonna like stop when I get a game over, but like I was expecting it to happen in like, you know, the second opponent. Ooh, we got plot. Or at least an intro.
Round 1,
This looks kind of nice. Like, I still think, like, 3D was a bad move for fighting games, but, like, ooh. Okay, this is probably as far as I'm gonna get.
Round 2. Fight.
Oof. This isn't a terrible character to me either. I got, like, a lot of good quick approach stuff, which is kind of my thing when I'm halfway decent at something. Yeah, this is not going well. One more. Okay, I'm not quite out of it yet.
Round 3. Fight.
And again, I feel like most of the designs in this game, like, suck, but, like, this is a good one. Well, suck's a strong word. They're very uninspired. There's also Terry, and Terry's good. Well, it's weird that, like, Terry is, like, the big King of Fighters crossover character when he's not really, like, the main character in those. It should be, like, I don't know, Kyo going all over the place and showing up and stuff, but, like... Okay, it's starting to turn back around.
Round 4.
Which move is you talking about? He wasn't the main character in the American King of Fighters movie. He was a CIA agent in that. And the main character was Kiyo Kusanagi, the half-Japanese guy who was the victim of racism by what we're gonna call Iori. And then you had Rugal Bernstein played by Darth Maul trying to be Freddy Krueger and, like, on rollerblades, and it's a special movie. Okay, that's the end of me. But yeah, once I set the controls to real, that was pretty fun. With Skullomania again. But yeah, this whole, like, deck thing, that's a pretty cool idea. So yeah, good thoughts in display here. And oh,